So while the cursor is dodging all those missiles from the last video, the stick figure will be drawing up 3 more bombs that he'll throw to try to hit the cursor too. So the 3 bombs are right here. I'm going to convert them to a symbol, bombs draw. And I'll cut that and paste it on the frame where we actually want the drawing to start. Then inside the symbol, we'll distribute to layers, put them in order. Actually, if we go into the symbol in the library, we don't have to see the background. Now we just erase frame by frame the way we've done before. Then we spread them out, leaving some time in between each one. And reverse the frames. So now all 3 of them draw in sequence. And at the end, let's make symbols of these bombs so we can use those on the main timeline later. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put in the 3 main poses for the stick figure where he'll need to be to draw each bomb. Then I'm going to do some in-betweens on the body because I want him stepping backwards as he draws. And I'm realizing I'm going to want the arm and brush on a different layer, so I'll make empty keyframes and cut and paste the arm and brush from each key that I already drew. Now I can keep in-betweening the body without having to worry about the drawing arm. So I think that's all the body poses I need. But now that I'm looking at it, the bomb drawing is too slow. So I'm going to go in and delete every other frame of the bomb drawing animation. Then I'll need to move the body poses around to sync up to that new timing. Okay, now I'll animate the paintbrush position on all the bombs. Then go back and paint the arm in on each one of those frames. Okay, those are drawn in. Now let's make a bombs folder to keep our bomb layers in. Then on the last frame of the bomb draw animation, we know those bomb symbols we made are there. So I'm going to make a keyframe on that layer, move it to the bombs folder. Then we can break apart the bomb draw symbol, and there are our individual bomb symbols, and we can just cut and paste them to our new layers. Now as soon as they're drawn in, he's going to grab them all in his arms. So let's do a pose where he anticipates the grab. Then him reaching around to scoop them up. Then one where he's holding them all, which means they're going to need to be filled in with white. So I'll go inside each one and do that. I'll just do it with the brush tool on a background layer. Now we need to fix the layering. And while he's holding them, I'll paste them up on his layer. Then I can use Control up or down to control how the arm and bomb objects are layered. Now I want him to jump to throw them, so I'll have a pose of him crouching. And then the top of the jump. And now he needs to wind up for the throw. Let's make that faster by getting rid of some of the frames. And release on the first one. And since it's out of his hand, we'll put that bomb back on its original layer. Then he'll land. Jump back up. This time, let's try to get him to throw both of these remaining bombs. So here's the release with one arm. And then he'll throw the other one on his way down. So now the bombs are all back on their own layers. And we'll do a pose for him landing and getting back up. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think that timing works. Now we need to decide where the bombs go. The cursor will be up near the top, so the bombs are going to hit the ceiling, going in series from left to right. Okay, let's finish animating the cursor. Once all this chaos starts happening, the cursor is going to try to go for the X button to close the window, so it needs to wind its way to the top right. And I need to adjust the timing so it lines up with where he's aiming the missiles and the bombs. And the missiles might need to be tweaked as well. I'm going to set all the guide layers to outline mode, which makes them colored. That's a lot easier to see. And let's track the cursor's position. So it looks like it's only just here when he throws the first bomb, so let's have it come across the stage like this. And then we'll reposition the other bomb impact points too. Let's tween all the cursor moves. And let's make sure it dodges this set of missiles. Then I need to adjust some of these jumps so the timing is more natural. And actually, I think the missiles are a little slow, so I'm going to take frames out of their tweens to make them faster. And also they should spread out a little more at the ends, because the later ones would have more time to turn, so they'd get farther before hitting the wall. There, that looks more like they're seeking the cursor as it passes by. I'll do that on the other sets as well. This set, I think, should make it all the way up here. Okay, I've got everything positioned and timed out so the missiles and bombs look like they're aiming at the cursor. The next thing we need to do is put in the explosions and damage to the walls of the UI. We'll do that in the next video.